Hello guys, welcome. I am Samantha the Introvert, and today, after 1 year of the pilot released, I am doing the recap on the trailer of the next Prince series. Let's get into it. Straight off the back, it's giving Princess Diaries. Welcome to Genovia. This is the king. To be honest, I want to say his character's name, but it's too long, and as an English speaker, I might butcher the name and say it wrong. The king is crowning his grandson, declaring him as the king of the kingdom. Anyways, this is Kanin, the princess of the diary. This is Sharan. He is the head of the security and the personal guard man, and the king is instructing him to find his grandson and bring him back to the kingdom and declare him the rightful heir of the throne. Kanan is not just no ordinary person. He actually made a name for himself. He's a top fencer. Kanin lived with his father, who apparently took Kanin to live normally, but the father did not tell Kanin about his royal background. I guess he wanted Kanin to live normally. And I see no mother, so I guess the mother died, as all royal stories begins. Either the mother or the father are not there. Taran is good at his job because he finds Canyon and actually ended up at the tournament. How he know was at the tournament, I don't know, but he's good at his job. But Sharon's approach was not nice towards Canyon unless this is how Sharon is, with no facial expression, always serious. Sharon made it to the house and tries to talk to the father and Canyon royal duties, but the father never told Canyon about it, and Canyon heard it and confront them about it because Canyon is just a regular person. Their little conversation got cut off very short when they got intruders. Let me tell you something. Canyon ain't poor, but he ain't rich either. I think he's in between because that Range Rover says otherwise. These bad guys really followed Sharon around. They determined. I wonder who sent them. Pew Pew is involved. I was expecting swords and a fist fight, but Pew Pew was not on the bucket list. The father then tries to save Cannon, but also instructed Sharon to take Cannon away. And we heard like the father got shot, and I do hope he is alive. Damn it, why didn't you take one of the Range Rovers? Are they not a sponsor? Now that Cannon is at the palace and should be taking the rightful place, but he has a lot to learn. Also, we see you behind New. I hope you will be doing the OST for this drama, sir. So many royals, so many expectation. I know the others are not gonna be seated next to Kenan and treat him very nicely because who is? They don't know him. But not just that, Kenan is the heir of the kingdom. But the kingdom is way big and maybe others want to be the king and one of all is trying to get rid of Kenan. But who? So, with that in mind, the king prepared a game, and whoever wins will be crowned king or queen because there are females. It's not just Princess Diaries, we have Hunger Games too. But the fathers of the other kids do not like that Kenan can walk in from wherever he came from to claim the title because they do not know Kenan. Kenan's father was very secretive about the child. This year is Ramil's father, Prince Rashata. Rashata? Yeah, Rashata. Sir, why can't you just get a good roles? I am new to you, but I want to see that you are good. I mean, I don't see any good roles from you. But anyways, Ramil will play by Jimmy. This royalty shit is new to Canon, so I hope he don't expect people to treat him nice. For all he knows, Canon is just a stranger to them. Canon, it's a dog eat dog world you entered in a palace you call family, but your family is called survival. They all want to be on top, but only one have to be on top. But the only person Kanye will feel comfortable with is Sharon because he is the only one who is treating him nicely. Sharon's job is to keep protecting Cannon, but down the episode we will see that Sharon is being too caring and even Cannon will see the feeling and feel it too. We have the golden snitch in this too. It's also a mixture of Harry Potter. Damn it, and also Titanic because Sharon out here posing for Canyon to paint. In robe, you know they did deeds. But Canyon needs to really be focusing because in reality, his grandfather is getting old and he wants all his grandchildren to be present to make it fair and make a game, and whoever wins gets the crown. But I feel like Canyon is not the only one being pressured, but everyone else. And all they need to do is keep a certain image. But what if they all have different dreams rather than rule a kingdom? Look at this. You can't tell me this is not Hunger Games with a bit of Harry Potter. Hold up. It seems like Sharon is more than what he say he is. Maybe he is maybe a police officer who worms his way into the palace. This cutie here is with this, and maybe he's Sharon's police officer partner. I don't know, but I do hope to see him often. Sharon, you seem to have a story to tell, and I so want to hear it somewhere in the episode, so please do share. Yes, we get to see Net and JJ in this. Net plays Calvin and JJ plays Jay. But one thing I want to know, are they a love interest? We also might get a GL. Hell yeah, bring it. But these two will be the death of our dirty mind brains. It's giving one is royal and the other is not. So Prince falls in love with the royal servant. Red, white, and royal blue. So a bit of a politics too. Obviously, some shit went down and they're running away. It just dawned on me. Looking back in Sotas, I thought it was an airport, but it's not. They went to platform 3 3/4. I know it's the famous train station, but it's on the other side. Cannon and Sharon, a love have developed, but they cannot display it in public because they have different status. But because Cannon have lived normally, this rule do not apply to him. Sharon, do not fight the love here because Canyon will not stop and will not stop until you yield. And trust me, your manhood will definitely rise to the occasion. I think it's a no brainer to know that Canyon will win this game. But then again, there are times when the main characters didn't win. But if so, I want to see the entire episode to really think who I want to get the winning spot if Canyon did not win. I don't know what Sharon is saying because look behind you. I mean, I know their secret is safe with Homeboy, but can you imagine living in a palace and you knew all them teas and you can't spill it to nobody? That's a lot of bottle gossip alone itself will send you to therapy. Girl, I am him. This is me. It's too much. Okay, that is the end of my personal recap on the next Prince series. It airs May 3rd on a Saturday with a total of 14 episodes. I will put all my recaps on my Patreon first before I put it out on YouTube, so check it out.